G'day guys and welcome to this In a Bounds for this my round 4 team review for how my team did. Stay tuned. Yes, boys and girls, children of all ages, what is up? What is good? We're moving up yet again with a score that I'm pretty happy with, 2,081 for the first time, I think, all season long. It's taken 14 long weeks to finally, I think, score a little bit more than Big J. It's been a disastrous season for me, but this week the players came through and they did quite well. We got a top 2% score yet again, 2,081. Honestly thought I'd rise up a little bit more than 5,500 considering where I was ranked before at 18k on the dot with this sort of score, but hey, didn't happen. We moved up a pretty decent amount. We're flirting with the top 10k now. We've had to claw our way back slowly but surely, but hey, I'm still enjoying watching the footy. I'm still enjoying the games and still putting up these videos, as you can tell. So this is how the team did. Luke Ryan with a 79, quite surprising, really, quite surprising. Not used to this from the Peroxide Prince, yeah, it is. I was about to say that catchphrase, that's phrase. I'm not going to say it. Luke Ryan scored what he scored, 79. Pretty interesting. Tough game for Fremantle in general. The Dogs beat the living daylights out of him. That was a real shock, real surprise. The difference between the Dockers' best and their worst is pretty bad. The same thing with the Bulldogs. When these two teams are up and about, we see them flying. When they're not, geez, you see what Freo dished up on the weekend. That was no good. Nick Dacos with a super influential last quarter went bananas. Very lucky yet again. Nick Dacos just manages to get away with free kicks that should have been paid against him, but he doesn't get it paid. 129. Great score considering that he copped a very good tag by Will Phillips. The Shays, again, a 120. To think that I was going to trade this guy out, I apologize, Harry. I apologize. You are a freak, mate. Dan Houston, mate, you had to wait for Big J to trade you in to do this. Nah, all jokes aside, as soon you guys know, as soon and from the live stream on Thursday night, as soon as I saw that Burton was out, I thought, yes, finally, Burton is gone. Someone is gone. It means Houston's not going to have that ball be taken away from him so much. And you saw it, 174, unreal score. And Big J's very happy. He's mentioned, so this is what it's like to own Houston. No, it's not. It's not like this. He's very annoying to own, but he was not annoying this week. Well done, Dan. Well done, boy. The Fish with a 71. Look, they were dominant, the Roos, and unfortunately, he just couldn't get a touch early on in the piece. He couldn't get a touch. And he was benched before he even had a touch. And so it was really weird. They were very accurate as well, Collingwood. Both teams were very accurate early on. No one could miss. And so that means less kick-ins. So, look, I'm willing to forgive the Fish. He's definitely a top 6 forward, though. Whitfield with a 134. We saw Kingsley say during the week that they want to get the ball in his hands more. Thank God for that. 134. We was off the ground yet again and just getting checked. Head, ribs, foot. Bro, check his heart as well. Honestly, check his heart. He's the softest premium going around, but thankfully he managed to continue. Good boy, Lockie. Good boy. 134 in the end. Very happy with that. So, yeah, the back line, for the most part, did its job. Ari, mate. 83. He plays on the Friday night. And I'm just like, boys, he did really well. Who am I taking off to get this score? Who would have thought that the Fish and Ryan would not score as much as Ari? He played a wonderful game. I knew what I was getting into when I traded him in. Playing off halfback, no Nazaya. I really hope he holds his spot because he played wonderfully. He's got a beautiful kick on him, and we saw it be put to good use. You don't need that scrub Bonner. Yeah, Ross? You don't need that scrub Bonner. You've got Ari. He's young. He's the future, mate. Go with him. Moving to the midfield. Bontempelli, mate. Bontempelli trained all week away from the group with the flu. Doesn't matter. Three Freo defenders on him. Doesn't matter. The flu can't stop this man. No one can stop Bont. The only one who can stop Bont is Bont. Maybe Jared Berry as well when he puts a hard tag on him. But Bontempelli was unreal on the weekend. Very, very impressive. If you put the VC on him or the C, you would have been very happy. LDU, my boy, my boy. Don't hate on me. Don't hate on me with this pick, ladies and gentlemen. I told you. LDU, mate. UDL, all the way. Very happy. Especially then with the news pre-game that there was going to be no Simpkin. It's just like, oh yeah, let's go. LDU season, baby. He's back up over 600k. You love to see it. Sarong with a 96. He's had a slow down the last few weeks. Started off like a house on fire, but it's a bit weird. Is he unwell? He's clearly, I don't think, playing at 100%. There was that the game, the draw against Collingwood, where he was vomiting during the game because of how hard he was working to get from stoppage to stoppage. Unsure exactly what seems to be the problem, but can't have been gassed out considering the fact that he had the bye last week. So you would imagine hopefully things can improve, but I'm just willing to chalk it up to the Freo Dockers just getting pantsed. Oh, Butters 76. What was this, bro? I didn't watch the game. Butters, what is this, man? 76. Look, a lot of people own you. You're widely owned, so I'm not going to be entirely disappointed, and you've been very good for us all season. I'm willing to give you this mulligan game fresh off a bye. Tom Green even managed to outscore him. Tom Green, honestly, he's racking up the pill. He almost got 30 disposals again this week for 80. Like, what is going on? Big J reckons that the game is going too fast for him. And look, he could be right. He could be right. I just haven't watched enough of the Giants, and I don't have enough trades to be able to facilitate a sideways to fix him. I'm stuck with Tom Green, and I'm really hoping that as we continue to enter the winter months, it starts to rain more, and hopefully we get a lot more stoppages. I'm praying for rain this year, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to be that guy to pray for rain. Please, Jesus, give us rain. We need rain. We need repeat stoppages. We need Tom Green to get tackles and contested possessions. That's what I'm praying for at the moment. Sullivan with a 54. He's a rookie. He's given us a rookie score. Breville, the sandwich press. Let him cook. Another 58. Good boy. Very happy with Breville. McAuliffe, yet again, the sub. And it is quite sad. Why? What more did you want from this guy? Seriously. He came on in the last quarter last week against Adelaide, and he was wonderful. You don't just say, oh, mate, we're going to reward you with being the sub yet again. The sub rule is pathetic. I really hope the AFL scrap it. It is completely pointless. It is killing the development of the younger players as well as killing our Supercoach scores. We don't like it. We don't, right? I can speak on all of us. We don't like the sub. Kane McAuliffe is a victim of that. And, thankfully, for best 18, he didn't count. English with a 136, mate. Thank you. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you, English. No speaker to English. 136, about time. About time a good score came. You were doing this on a regular basis last year. Kruger, 46. Not bad. Not bad, considering that he got burnt by freaking Schultz, who is a human gnocchi. Honestly, I look at Schultz and I just see an angry little gnocchi all over the ground. Just give this guy his free kick. Let him take his kick. His tackling pressure is elite. You love watching Kruger play. Wasn't accurate in front of the big sticks today either. And to still walk away with a 46 is pretty decent. Heaney, 141. Bro, these swans, it's disgusting how good they are at this point. Ridiculous. absolutely ridiculous. The only hope that the rest of the competition have is the fact that the Swans play once at the MCG, I think, from here on out. So they might go into the grand final with next to no preparation playing MCG. So that's literally the only hope that the rest of the competition have. These guys are so far above everybody else. It's ridiculous. And I'm talking about the Hawks as well. Zorko with a 141. I was like, oh, Zorko. So happy with him. I know a lot of people out there are really disappointed that he ended up on a 141, considering that he was basically like on 105 at halftime. But hey, I'm not one of those people to complain about a 141 Supercoach vice captain, right? You just bank a 141, you take it, and you run. Don't sweat the details. There's no point crying over spilt milk. 141 is still a terrific VC score. And you take it every day of the week. Beggars can't be choosers. Dylan Moore came into the side for the first time, 74. What can I expect? Of course, I brought him in, but hey, he should be okay. He's got a great run home for the rest of the season, and I do want to capitalize on that. Fraser, 68, was my last player because McNeil was dropped this week, and Fraser with a 68 did very well. So, all in all, the team did pretty good. And so what we're going to do this week, well, this week is actually a tougher week for me when it comes to the buys. I've got a lot of players, especially rookies, who are in this buy round. So let's just optimize for now. And let's see what we got on the field. We've got a nice, solid midfield here. Look at this. I mean, Bontempelli is literally the only... Let's get that DPP right, because Flanders is not a midfielder premium. Flanders is a forward premium. But if you look at it, I've only got one Uber mid in this week. So hopefully the midfield can carry me. Only missing Dacos in the back line. So really relying on these two lines to do well for me. Please, please, please. Don't stuff me up. And if we look at who the Gold Coast, we've got the two Gold Coast people. They're playing... Freo in the bounce back game. Can't say I'm really pleased about that. Actually, it's going to be pretty bad. Tom Green's got the Swans. Of course he does. He's got the Swans who are nigh unbeatable at the moment. Merritt has got the Eagles. Fingers crossed he can do really well. LDU has got Melbourne who are shot to pieces. Butters has got Brisbane at home. Come on, Butters, at home. You're a different specimen at home, and Sarong's playing at home, which is pretty good. Livingston's not going to play. Let's not kid ourselves. He's not really playing. And Marty Hawk probably isn't playing either. Let's not kid ourselves. Put him on the bench. So what I'm going to do this week? Well, the thing is I'm very limited only because of the fact that I've only got 6 trades. It's been that type of a year. All right, it has been. Okay, so let's leave me alone. All right, so I've only got 2 trades. I've still got 2 upgrades I gotta do. I still need 2 upgrades with 6 trades. So I'm really capped with what I can do. And I think what I'm just going to be doing is I'm only going to be doing 2 trades. I think I'm just going to do a 1 down, 1 up to get someone who I think is going to have a decent run home. And if you've seen our video, if you've checked out our video, it's got the final touches, the final upgrades for you to do in your team. You're low on trades, you're low on money. Hey, well, look at these teams that have a great run home based on position. And if we're looking at the forward line, there are a couple of people who are pretty good price for what I anticipate to be a very strong run home. And that's the Carlton key forwards. I'm going to go with Harry because he pinch hits in the ruck, gets some hit outs to advantage in addition to hitting the scoreboard. So I'm going to go with Big H, Harry Mackay, to get into my forward line as one of those final upgrades. And then whoever plays this week will be the person that I bring in. However, if there is no one who plays this week and no one's named in the midfield as a decent rookie that I like to have a look at, then what I'll do is I'll just get the next best available, and that's Billy Dowling, who has the DPP, plays on the field, hopefully wasn't used as sub. And yeah, he's someone that I think has got decent job security moving forward, especially with Crouch out of the side. And so that's what it looks like. So what we end up having is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 on the dot. Is it ideal? Obviously not. But on the flip side, we're fielding 17 premiums this week. Only the one rookie in Breville. Let him cook the sandwich press. So we're fielding 17 premiums this week. You would hope in most weeks that your 17 premiums are going to be in your best 18. Fingers crossed that no one gets injured this week, please. So it's a little bit of a difficult week. If someone else surfaces other than Billy Dowling, then they can be the ones that we trade in and give us a 19th person just to be safe. Don't have much money in the bank. Don't have much trades left in the bank either. What am I going to do with my final upgrade slot? He could be Fraser and Breville. One down, one up is probably the only thing that I can do. I'm going to be without Rankin. It's just the nature of where I'm at the moment. And so I'm probably going to have to go one down, one up. It could be a Fraser and a Breville, and then end up getting someone anyone who I can afford with the one down, one up. It could also be potentially, if I get Fisher, I would love to get McKercher possibly as a final one. He's also going to be cheap, and with the role of halfback, I think could do really well, and hopefully bring Fisher into the forward line somehow, and then get McKercher in the back line as a final cheap upgrade to potentially, hopefully, leave me with some cash, leave me with some coverage, and then leave myself with 2 trades for the rest of the year to cover injuries. And then that would be the team done and dusted. Is it ideal? No, obviously not, because we've got Tom Green still on the side, Tuke Miller, Matt Rao. These 3, unfortunately, have just not been firing as well. Obviously going to be without Rankin also. So there's a few. Will be a few little question marks over the team, but hey, we would have at least have a finished team. Hopefully they can carry me home. Fisher, McKercher, Sheasel, they've got a great run home for halfbacks. LDU, great run home for inside mids. Mackay, a great run home as a forward. Same thing with Moore. So I'm getting, and Zorko also has a great run home. So I've noticed that my trades have been running pretty low. So I've been trying to make up for it by bringing in players who I think are going to have strong ends to the season with favorable matchups. And so that is it for me this week, guys. Let me know how you guys did down below. Also, letting you guys know tomorrow. Now, I think you would have already watched this. Hopefully, you would have watched this in the preseason. I was joined by JD. Very, very famous, popular name, got his own channel also out there with the Fantasy Take TV boys, with Eno as well as George. We had a preseason talk about the Bombers, right? About these boys, the Bomb Braves. He is a fellow Essendon supporter. We had a preseason talk talking about our off-season, talking about last season, our expectations for this year. He's going to be joining me again on Monday night tomorrow. We're going to be recording a mid-season review, having a talk about the club, about the Essendon Bombers in the first half of the season, what we've thought about it, how they met our expectations, as well as talking about some predictions for the rest of the year moving forward. So stay tuned for that, guys. Can't wait to record that with him, and can't wait for that video to come out for all of you, because that was one of our best performing videos. The amount of, comments on that one just kept going on and on and on. And I think, Big J, myself, and JD were all quite surprised at just how much that video was lapped up by all of you guys. Even the non-Essendon supporters watched that and were appreciative. So much love to all of you. Stay tuned for that. We'll be recording it tomorrow. Obviously, we also have our live stream at 7:30. So I'll be recording it with JD, I think, afterwards. So I might have to leave slightly early from the live stream to record it with him. And hopefully we can get that out the next day. So stay tuned for that. Hit the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the videos and live streams that we put out. Mondays, 7:30 live. Thursday, 5:30 for the drive home, as well as, of course, videos like this one. Because remember, guys, here at the Centre Bounce, we do the hard work so you guys don't have to.